Hi, hello. This is my my daily post-gym check-in. I do these twice a day to just keep track of my mental health. I do it first thing in the morning, kind of pre-gym, because that's when I'm, most alert and feeling probably the most upbeat. And then by the end of the day, by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I tend to start petering off or tapering off, whatever the word is. I don't know why I said petering off. That sounds kind of weird. But tapering off in emotional positivity or whatever. That's why I document these. But anyway, just one part to keep myself accountable. It gives me something to do. And then the other part is I do look back on these quite a bit and try and kind of psychoanalyze myself. And then bring questions to my therapist or ChatGPT or whatever. I use Copilot quite a bit during my recovery, mental health recovery protocol. I'm doing a lot though, man. I'm writing articles on mental health and my experiences on Medium, posting videos and podcasts and shit on a YouTube channel. And if you're seeing this from Facebook, I'm not emotionally ready to share that yet publicly. There's some pretty personal shit in there that I'd probably remove. Just because, fucking one of the things my therapist kind of made me realize is sometimes less is more, Alex, right? Like stop fucking talking and oversharing and over communicating, which are unfortunate signs or symptoms of ADHD. Having to feel like I have to justify something, right? And that's part of self-worth and stuff, man, is learning like, no, like I don't owe you a fucking excuse. It's just the other day, my neighbor came up to me and started talking to me and I overindulged and gave him way too much info, and I was walked away from that going like, fuck, man, what the fuck, Alex? Why would you do that? A, I'm sure he doesn't give a flying fuck, and B, why? Who cares? So that's part of what I'm working on, man, is, developing self-love and self-containment and just, saying less is more. And I've always believed that. I've understood the value in that. I just wasn't able to do it, and that's part of the reason I'm isolating too, man, is there's a lot of wounds that I'm licking right now, and that's one of them. And just learning to be silent in my own head and enjoying my own time and space, and they're all interconnected, all these concepts of, self-love, self-worth, self-esteem, self-care, self-confidence, self-happiness, self. I hope by the end of this, I don't come out totally self-centered, but that's, I'm sure, not going to happen. It's, an awakening is supposed to be, how does she say it, enlightening. And that's the hope, is that I'm a better person when I finally decide to emerge from this cocoon. The thing that scares me is my therapist was like, it could take 6 months, it could take 9 months. I'm like, oh my God, what? For me, my timeline is when I've understood boundaries, I guess, oh, pardon me. When I know that I can go and interact with public on a social level, not like I go to Safeway and shit every day, of course, but I don't talk to anybody. I put my headphones on and just, that's like, I'm communicating subconsciously, do not talk to me. And if you do, I'm not going to hear you. So it's joke's on you, motherfucker, man. But yeah, that's part of the goal of this whole isolation, solitude kind of thing is to really rediscover myself. And every day I'm kind of picking away at new nodes in the emotional architecture diagram, if you will. And my diagram is big. Unfortunately, it was there's a lot of issues and traumas and things that I've had to work through or have to work through. And the way I approached it was kind of unorthodox, I guess. I went to my therapist there last week or the week before, and I presented her a big mind map of my emotional architecture and all the traumas and problems that I've faced and had, and some of them are kind of shameful and embarrassing, and that's why I mentioned those in some of my YouTube videos, and I just, no one needs to know that, right? So I would delete those or privatize them before I publish or publicize my YouTube channel. Not that anybody would even give a flying fuck, but maybe, who knows? I would probably with you, people that post videos and talk about their emotions. I'm a highly sensitive person, HSP. That's part of an ADHD I never really thought of that. I never thought of myself as an emotional person, but based on all of the traumas and the details that the therapist and I have teased out, and all the reading I've done on shadow work and Carl Jung, and yeah, I guess I am, man. I don't know, and why I suppress that is beyond me. I don't understand, but. Anyway, the long story short is that I'm just saying that I pay attention to your videos, so you know, there's got to be other people out there that are, you know, empathetic and interested in how others feel. I go so far as to read the obituaries. I don't know why I do that, and then I feel genuine pain and ache for people I don't even fucking know. But anyway, don't tell anybody I told you that, okay? One of the topics that I'm kind of unthreading today. Oh my God, it's almost 6 minutes. Real quick, I just wanted to give you an update as to give an example of how I'm trying to process all of this info. Every day I kind of pick a topic and I try and, you know, dissect it and you know, understand it. And I'm doing like, you know, 4, 5, 6 hours of research on YouTube on this one thing, and really trying to unpack my own emotions and where and why I've gone wrong and how I've done things right, and acknowledging the wins, but acknowledging the losses as well, you know, and part of my healing journey. So today it was really about happiness, man. And I talked about this with my therapist the other night too, and you know, and I jokingly told her that one of the things that bring me happiness is cherry Coke. I don't know why. Cherry Coke, cherry Pepsi, man. It makes me smile. I kind of enjoy it. But truth be told, you know, I told her, like, man, I fucking chased happiness my entire adult life, you know. I did it through people, through sex, through drugs, through alcohol, through escapism, social media, external validation. Fuck, I don't know, man. I mean, that's like all these threads are connected with everything else, like self-worth and self-love and boundaries and that, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at today, man. It's just trying to figure out and, you know, find, I don't know, an apology in myself for other people that, I don't know, man. I mean, how many people have I used in my life, you know, like, holy moly. Yeah, so there's, you know, and then something like that happens, and I've got to try and reconcile my own guilt for something I've done, and, you know, there's not enough time in the world to go around and apologizing to the entire planet for all the things I've done wrong, but that's part of why I do this publicly, I guess, is sort of like a public disclosure of, like, look, I know I've caused a lot of harm and grief, and I'm sure I've had people hate themselves for a day because of something I've said that was stupid or ignorant, and I never want to be that person again, you know. So that's part of what I'm trying to metabolize and processing all this information and overloading myself. I'm so fucking exhausted studying stuff I never thought I'd study, human psychology and Jungian theories. Like, what? I'm interested in it, man, because I'm dedicated to healing myself, but I'm also I'm itching at the fact of getting back into some technical stuff, because that's my joy in life, and I kind of miss it. But I'm not in an emotional state right now to do that, so I keep myself occupied by studying and learning, and like I said, part of the hope is that I eventually kind of proceduralize or I don't know what I'm looking for, work breakdown structure all of these thoughts and discoveries of myself, and share that as part of my YouTube 2.0 when I'm ready, and hopefully those help other people move forward too, and if they get stuck in life, you know, I mean, I've used lots of people in my life, man. You know, I look at people like, I don't know, Terry Fox, man. I mean, that guy had grit. He kept going. So all the love in the world to that guy. But anyway, I'm pushing 9 minutes here, guys. I'm sure I've babbled on enough. So I see you. I feel you. I love you all. Thanks for checking in. We'll talk later. Bye.